Let's talk Sosua Super Bowl weekend, man. So we now officially got everything ready for Sosua Super Bowl weekend. I got my travel bag. I know some of you probably ain't gonna see this live till later, but I got my travel bag, crossbody, crossbody bag. It's pretty cool, man. We got our Airbnb. In the upcoming video, I'm gonna show you guys the Airbnb. I'm gonna show you guys the some of the events that I plan to do when I get there. So it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. But yeah, this is a little crossbody bag. Got all the pockets. You put your money in here, your wallet. Then it even got a spot for your passport. You got your passport right here. A good spot for that. So we ready to roll, man. I just got one more thing I need to get. I got a book bag that I'm ordering because like I told you guys before, is I plan to travel with a book bag because the less that you can take to the airport, man, the more money you can save. So I got a book bag gonna have a lock. It's gonna have a lock on it, to keep everything safe. So it's gonna be dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys plan to do in 2023. Are you going to Dominican Republic, Colombia? You can go to Brazil. What's you guys' New Year trips, man? What's you guys' plans? I want to hit Mexico for my birthday. That's gonna be in March. I'm thinking Guadalajara, to Tijuana, or even Playa del Carmen. So we'll see what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to kind of give you guys a update. You know what I'm saying? We got the Airbnb. It is on Pedro Clisante. If for those that don't know, if you ever been to Dominican Republic, you understand that Pedro Clisante is basically the Strip. So you have food, you know what I'm saying? Across the street, there's food. You have ATM banks nearby. Of course, the nightlife. So it's gonna be pretty dope. Sosua is very small from what people telling me. So because it's very small, you don't really have to worry about renting a car, which I wouldn't do anyway. Anywhere I travel abroad, I would not rent a car. Because I personally feel like that in these different countries, the way they travel is a lot different than the United States. We need vehicles in the United States because everything is far out. And different countries, they pretty much like to travel by legs or taxis, Ubers, and so on. So I think that's gonna be it's gonna be pretty dope. Um, Make sure you guys, man, drop a like, comment. As I said before. Um, so I do have some upcoming collabs when I get to DR, but I need to fill out my immigration form. I got to fill that out because if you guys don't know, to one of the requirements to enter Dominican Republic, once you get to the airport, one of the requirements is you have to have your immigration form filled out. You can do that at home, or you can actually do that when you get to the airport. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and do it at home. I'm gonna go ahead and do it Monday because when I get to the airport, man, I want to have everything straight. I don't want to have anything where that's gonna keep me from spending more time in the airport. When I get to the airport, I want to go ahead and I'm gonna get there a day before. And when I get there a day before, I might stay at a hotel the night before, and then go to the airport 3 hours in advance. Because whenever you're traveling abroad, You have to actually show up 3 hours in advance. That way you can get all your paperwork filled out, make sure your flight and everything is straight. So that's definitely going to be a new journey for me, because when I travel, usually I travel within the states. This is my first international travel, and that is one of the reasons why I am live. I am showing a lot of these videos and sharing it with you guys, man. So, so you guys can definitely follow along with me, and it's gonna be an amazing trip. You guys know how I am when it comes to traveling. I prefer to travel to non-tourist areas, but since this is a first international travel, I think it's going to be a great idea for me to actually start by traveling with tourist areas, like in a tourist zone. So if I ever get stuck or if I get confused with something, I have Americans around to be able to assist me if I need some help. But after this first trip, I plan for the rest of my travel to be non-tourist locations. Reason why is because when you're traveling within tourist areas, you really don't get the full feel of, traveling, um, abroad. You don't get the real full feeling of, um, you don't really get the full feeling, man, of the whole entire experience, traveling abroad. Of course, when you travel outside of the tourist area, your Spanish have to be, pretty much basic. I have a basic level of Spanish. Yo hablo español ahora. So, I can speak Spanish, but it ain't fluent. But I'm definitely working on that. If you guys want to beef up your Spanish, definitely download Duolingo. Duolingo is an amazing app where you guys can beef up on your Spanish. So there's a couple things, man, I want to actually talk about while this live is running. As I said before, man, usually on my live, I get 1, 2, 3 people, man, to join it. I get more people on my actual videos, I think specifically because I very rarely go live. So I'm gonna start going live, man. Different times of the day, different times of the night, just to kind of give you guys more of a different feel of my channel. But again, there will be more exciting lives coming up in the future. My first international travel will be in February. So, um, reason why I haven't been doing many lives is because I know what you guys want to see. You guys see me enough on my channel, and I know you guys want to see some eye candy. So, I definitely would plan to have some eye candy for you guys. Some of everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm ready to get the rolling, man. I do want to try Brazil. My aim is to hit Brazil in 2023. And for me, that is a big, big goal, because from here, because I'm from Mississippi. So the airport from Mississippi to Brazil is like 14 hours flight. Now, of course, it's not a straight flight. You have layovers. It's just like with Thailand. Thailand is 23 hours away from here. And I want to go to Thailand, but I can tell you guys right now, Thailand would not be my next trip. I would not go to Thailand to probably 2024, because I want to hit I want to hit the big three. We got Colombia, Brazil, and Dominican Republic. So we're gonna hit one of the three in February. Birthday, we probably hit Mexico. But I know there's a lot of other sleepers. It's not just the big three. People are always talking about the big three. They're always talking about Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil. All of that information is on YouTube. Everybody's talking about it. But there's other hidden gems. Peru, Nigeria, Africa, Tanzania, you know, some more. There's one of the guys, Ecuador, Guatemala, Man, there's so many places that you can actually travel once you have this amazing passport. I highly suggest you guys get a passport. That's the purpose of my channel. My purpose is to inspire brothers, man, to get a passport, get away from the United States, get out of that toxic lifestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, anywhere you go, you have to worry about. Well, I'm not necessarily. I don't like to use worry because I feel like, man, with life, things will happen the way it will. You can be in a safe area, something that happen. You can be in a dangerous area, something may not happen. You know what I'm saying? So you can't live your life in fear. So there's a few things I want to talk about, man. The first thing is I do have my Airbnb. I will make a video and show you guys the Airbnb. It is on Pedro Clasante, as I said before. I did plan to get a hotel, the Garden Hotel. Everything is booked. Every single hotel is booked. I also thought about Envy. Envy, the resort. I was going to actually book this resort, but it's booked. They only had one room, but instead of me paying for one room and the price was like $700, $800 for the entire week. I just rather have that half of that money because my Airbnb was like $300. So I'd rather have half of that and use it when I go to supermarkets, when I go to certain areas in Sosua. And as I said before, guys, I'm gonna try my best to get a lot of footage for you guys. I feel like Sosua will be my hardest when it comes to videos. A lot of the videos you guys see on YouTube is coming from guys with hidden cameras. And I don't want my channel to be like a hidden type of camera friendly videos. I want to show you guys as I'm interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things I need to do, man, before the trip, which is why I did book everything for February. That gives me enough time to get everything taken care of, stack up a couple more $100, beep up on the Spanish, get enough knowledge around Sosua and so on. So, but yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. This won't be a long live. This is just a kind of a brief. It's kind of like a brief update. You know what I'm saying? Because we really got another month in between our trips, so it's not really much we can actually talk about right now. But this is just something that I plan to do probably every week as we get closer and closer. We will pregame in January. I can tell you guys, man, when you go to Sosua, you do not need the pregame. Um, of course, I never been to Sosua, but I do enough research and I know, man, if you guys watch the videos, they're out there. So um, there's no need to actually pregame. Now when we start doing Brazil, El Salvador, when we start doing, see, in my opinion, there's a difference between, I actually have a lot of things going on. You guys got to bear with me. I got people texting me. I work from home, so I have something else that's showing up on the screen. But back to what I was saying. So there's a difference between using Tinder and not using Tinder. Well, there's a difference between needing to use Tinder and not needing to use Tinder. When you are in a tourist zone, in my opinion, you don't need to use Tinder because everybody knows where the money is. You know what I'm saying? When you are in a non-tourist area, you need Tinder because no one knows you. You know what I'm saying? So when you in an area like Sosua, tourist area, tourist zone, women are walking on the strip. You know what I'm saying? And then most of it is, pay to play. So of course, you don't need to use Tinder. You don't need to use Bumble or any of the dating apps. Only thing you need to do is just get your app, get your passport, get on a flight, land, and just go outside. You know what I'm saying? So when you go into somewhere like Santo Domingo, the capital of Dominican Republic, Then, of course, you're going to need Tinder, maybe. Me personally, I like challenges. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm beeping up on my Spanish, because when I touch down, I want to be able to actually go out there and start being wide open. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gonna get more of that raw feeling. You're gonna get that raw footage from me. More of that raw footage. You know what I'm saying? Where you see me out there, I'm talking, I'm interacting with the people and the culture. I'm trying different restaurants. You know what I'm saying? The real food. You know what I'm saying? Not from tourists that travel to these areas. You know what I'm saying? So definitely be ready, man. Pre-gaming in January. Birthday trip, as I said before, is in March. Options are Mexico, DR, Colombia, and even Brazil. I can't tell you guys I'm leaning towards Guadalajara because of the value of the dollar. I think the dollar can stretch very far. And as I travel, man, I want to be able to experience the beauty of being an American. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to travel in tourist areas, because I want to be able to experience the beauty of the value of the dollar. When you are in a tourist zone, everything, the price is going to be a lot higher. And in a lot of cases, prices are very similar to the United States. So you have to be very mindful of that whenever you guys are traveling abroad. And as far as the plans that I plan to do, last but not least, as I said before, this won't be a long live. I want to talk about the plans. I plan to try Fun City. It is a go kart. It's like a go kart park. As I said before, I will have a Santo Domingo, what is it, Santana Barbershop friend. You can say she will be with me, and we will do Fun City, and then we also will do the casino, the beach, of course. I gotta get a lot of beach attire. Most people when they go to Sosua though, they wear just shirt and shorts. Um, and the supermarket, I want to show you guys the supermarket. So that's pretty much it, guys. As I said before, I do have my crossbody bag now, so I don't have to worry about being pickpocketed, because I do hear a lot of travelers tell me about the stories of them being pickpocketed. And me personally, man, I'm somebody, man, that I come from the slums. I come from that rough area. I understand the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to take my mind when I leave the United States. I know how to take it with me. Take this with me. So I plan to have everything on the chest. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody takes something from me, it's a difference between pickpocketing and taking something from me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, anything can happen to anybody. There's no such thing as being too hard or too tough. But me as a former athlete, man, you take something from me, man, you got to be pretty damn strong. So, but overall, man, I think this will be an amazing first trip, and I'm ready to get started. If you guys are just stopping by, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy travel vlogs. We also talk about financing, investing, and just positive energy, man. If you're someone with positive energy, and you plan to travel possibly to Dominican Republic in February, and you want to collab or you want to hang out, man, I'm willing to do that with brothers. Long as you're on the positive energy, you're on the same thing I'm on, man, I definitely don't mind to link up with anybody. So that will be it, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel. As I said before, I will be creating another video giving more insight of the plan for when we get to Dominican Republic. Until next time, Mag Dog TV signing out. Peace.